Tax Tuesday, where you get a little bit of tax information to help you with your business tax strategy and to help you talk more intelligently with your tax professional. My name is Roderick Robeson, and I'm a Texas certified public accountant. And we're going to answer the question, do you need a CPA? Do you need to pay anybody to help you with your taxes and accounting? Well, I'm probably going to get into a little trouble with my fellow CPAs for this series, but I wanted to shed a little light on the profession. But before we do that, what I want to do is talk about some of the tax law changes that have taken place. And there's been a lot. In 2017, the TCJA Act was passed, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. That had some of the most sweeping and comprehensive tax law changes since the 1980s. Fast forward to COVID, the CARES Act is passed. Within the CARES Act is the PPP loan program. And that just unleashed a whole stream of revenue procedures and notifications and frequently asked questions and adjustments and explanations. I mean, it's a mess. It is just a mess. And then right before Christmas or right around Christmas, the HEROES Act is passed. More tax law changes. So this tax season is going to be brutal. It's going to be ugly. So please do me a favor. Be kind to your tax professional this tax season. Be kind to us because it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. So the question becomes, do you need a tax professional to help you? Do you need to pay someone to help you? Well, let's start with the people who do not need assistance. If you make $57,000 or less and you do not own a business, you don't have to pay anyone to do your taxes. As a matter of fact, you can get quality tax prep services and advice for free. It's called the VITA program, VITA, the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. It was started in 1971, and it is a function and initiative of the IRS. They have volunteers that take tests, and then they have someone who's over the entire program that reviews and makes sure that the tax work is being done correctly. How do I know? Because I ran one. We processed about 250 tax returns over a 6 to 8 week period, and I reviewed every single tax return that was prepared by the volunteers. And again, the IRS monitors this program to make sure all the rules are being followed and that the people are competent that are there. You know, and the IRS isn't preparing the returns, the volunteers are doing it. So that is a great place to get free, solid tax work done if you make $57,000 or less and do not own a business. If you make $72,000 or less and don't own a business, do I need to pay someone? The answer again is no. There's a program called the Free File Initiative. It was started in 2001. IRS is involved in this as well. You can go to the IRS website and there's a link of all of the participating companies, and they will prepare your tax returns for free. So there's another situation where you do not need to pay a tax professional to help you. If you make $200,000 or less and you don't have complicated tax returns, meaning you have W-2s, you got 401k, you own a home, but you don't have any investments, there's no business, there's no side hustle, you probably don't need a tax professional to help you. Not to prepare your tax return, TurboTax is probably going to work just fine. And within TurboTax, they now offer free or assistance or partial assistance with your tax return as you're filling it out using their platform. How do I know that? Because I've been recruited by them to be one of the people that would help with the tax return. So those are three examples, three scenarios where you really don't need someone to help you prepare your taxes. So, okay, where do we get in trouble? What's the deal here? Why would I even need to make this scenario? Well, I'm going to tell you why. The problem is in our profession, most of us are introverts. We don't market our profession well enough. We don't educate you guys well enough on kind of what we can do and what we can't do and what's involved in the profession. But a lot of that is changing. It's all changing now. So what I want to do is kind of play out a scenario that you probably go through every year, and I want to unconfuse why you have these feelings, this Groundhog Day type feeling. Like every year I pay someone to prepare my taxes, and you say, why am I paying so much in taxes? Why am I paying so much in taxes? I take my stuff to this professional, they prepare my taxes, and all they do every year, I pay them all this money, and I still got to pay all these taxes. Well, here's the answer to that question. And again, it's because we as tax professionals don't do a great job of explaining kind of what we do, what we can and can't do, and how this works. You take all your information in January, February, March, and April to have your tax returns prepared. That's called tax compliance. It's tax preparation. That's backwards looking. There's not much we can do for you during tax season. At that point, that's it. Ball game. Game's over. What you're wanting is a ways to reduce your taxes. That's tax planning. That's forward looking. And part of the problem is why you're confused about that is a lot of us just jumble it all together and don't break it out and explain it to you. But again, that's changing. So what you want to help you reduce your taxes, where you need a tax professional, is for tax planning. Now, if you're in the $57,000 a year, $72,000 a year, you may not need tax planning either. $200,000 a year, you probably might want to talk to a tax professional, not just a CPA, but a tax professional. Well, why did I say tax professional? Because there's other people you can go to besides a CPA. CPA is certified public accountant. We take a test, we're licensed, we're generalists. But there's a thing called an enrolled agent. And these people are bad. I mean, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. They are the tax specialist, and they can represent you before the IRS. And then there's tax attorneys. They know all the things the CPAs knows, and all the things the enrolled agent know. They can represent you. Probably want to work with them when you have some litigation that you need. And then there are unlicensed tax professionals that are just as good as all three. They just can't represent you before the IRS. And a lot of this we're going to get into with the other episodes. We're going to dive into that a little bit more, a lot deeper, So that's the setup. That's the issue. Do you need a paid tax professional to help you? It really all depends. But if you don't fit into those three categories that I mentioned, you need someone to help you. You need someone to help you with your compliance. That's backward looking, and your planning. That's forward looking. That's when you're going to need a tax professional. So there you go. There you have it. Do I need a tax professional? You do. Do I need a CPA? Not necessarily. And in the next episodes, we're going to break down how to pick a CPA, how to work with the CPA, how to work with the tax professional so that you can get the best fit for you and your business.